cause grief to other members of this party. That was never the intent. The intent was to come here and to go down the awareness and retreat away. And however necessary. This was always the plan from day one before we left Castle Bluff. There's not a single thing that I did not speak of with Kirk beforehand. Our plan with Kirk beforehand. It's unfortunate the events that arose. The only one that tied is the only one that could use wave. It's one item one item of the gods we are now unable to use or utilize against the power. That is unfortunate. Maybe I can answer your question in a different manner. Had he killed those priests, or one of those priests, I'd have had a big problem. Okay? I'd have a real big problem. But as I told you then, I didn't think that was going to happen. And seeing as it never did happen, I'm not going to say, oh, well, yeah, you guys are right. He probably was going to kill him. I wasn't inside when that happened. So, and I don't think that was his intention going there. I really don't, and I still don't. But let's say you're right. He was going to do that. He did that. Then, yeah, there would have been a big problem. What exactly would have happened, I don't know. But there would have been a big problem. It's easy to say that, you know. It's easy to say, well, I'm going to have to kill this baby because when he grows up, he's going to be a bad guy and he's going to kill thousands. So if I kill him now, we don't have to worry about it. Well, he didn't actually grow up to be a guy who killed thousands of people, but you're going to take out the problem ahead of time. That's the way I'm viewing this, okay? And that's my view on it. That can't just up and right be changed. It's the same thing. It's just personally different, but it's the same thing. I'm not doing anything with the kid.
You guys are raising it the way you want.
I'm not raising the child at all. I can't go really near the child. That is something Gerg has decided to... I'm not entirely sure what the plans are with the child. It has something to do with the sword rulers. And I don't fully understand yet exactly what's going on with that. So Gerg would be a better one to ask about that.
My point, Grant, my only point was you can't sit there and tell Calais that you would not act a certain way and given the order if you thought it was wrong when you were proving that you would.
No, Calais and I are friends. We go back a long way. Once Calais was to do something to end that friendship or do something that could adversely affect it, I will never raise a weapon against Calais unless he is not of his right mind and I need to try and do something to break him free of whatever might be there. Aside from that, I'll give you my word. I would never do that. Or your people under the same condition. I've been in the old stone court many times and never had a problem with them. I like them. I have no qualms with any of them.
What?
For those.
Bird said, if the order came from above him, destroy the stone house.
Right now,
He said he would never say that.
What did you mean by that?
But if that order came, it would come from above.
it wouldn't be that hard.
If given that order by Holtus, would prove to me that Holtus is not the God I believed him to be, and I would have to leave his service at that point. So I would not pass along that particular type of an order.
Thus far, that would never happen, or I would never have to make that choice. Because the choice that I just stated to Calais, I would not make. And I would not choose him or his race over, or I would not choose the order over him and his race. And Gerg, knowing this in advance, I hope would never ask for that.
No, Herb would never ask you to.
And that'd be the same with the dwarves. I don't outwardly want to kill any race. I have nothing against any of the races. Any of the races that have some good in them anyway. There are some races that need to die, but I think everybody agrees with that.
Yeah, that's pretty much a universal thing, that certain races, if not at least, not completely die off, at least be trimmed of their worst parts.
Okay, you guys keep it going. I gotta put my son to bed and then.
You used the
Why
hammer, you
not
didn't
alone?
even say damn.
Oh, she better. Oh. I was so proud of you for a minute, Cobb. Hey, now you guys can really start the heavy conversation now. You fucking bastard! I'll rip your spleen out and shit down. Oh, sorry, kid. Come on. Come on, let's go. Father here, you are. Yeah, come on.
Get up here, pretty push them.
Anyway. My explanation of the actions and words aren't going to change. My beliefs at the time aren't going to change. We have differing opinions and views on what might have happened. I think we should leave that.
Yeah, the big point there is what might happen. What happened is in the past. What might have happened, we will never know.
I am glad that you have come to the way of the sword rollers.
Not completely there yet.
Oh,
that direction heavily.
Or at
I
least
keep pushing
acknowledging
him as much as I can.
them.
I've always acknowledged them, it just wasn't always in a favorable way.
Well, it's a little hard to be favorable to somebody that's trying to chop your head off.
And I understand your point in what happened in Welsh. And that...
And I blame, every day goes by, I blame, and I look at Sardak and Pomeroy, I blame and Calais, I blame you three less for what actually transpired. It will always be unfortunate for what I think we lost in battle. But, like I said, I blame the three of you for the actions you took less every day.
I am... Oh.
Yeah, I am too.
I understand your point.
Good, because it's not always easy to make.
Yes,
And I too will be sorely missing his strength at our side in the upcoming battle. We will be sorely missing that.
It was more the weapon than him. I don't think any of us missed him. Honestly, I don't care for slavers. As you should know, I did considerable damage to the slavers' fleet before I knew I had to go make peace with the idiot that runs the show.
yes.
That was not easy to
The
do.
weapon itself would have been nice to have during the battle. The person wielding it was...
And my God would not choose me. My God being Aegir would not choose me worthy enough to use that weapon to keep his faith in these lands and to defeat the evil that is erasing his presence. That is one of the reasons I'm considering switching my faith. My faith. Faith.
Faith.
Faith.
I hope Aegir does not look angrily upon you in your decision.
Wouldn't be the first one.
I have
Pissed him off on more than one occasion.
I have been able to
I've been
come to the
backwards.
understanding that this Zunbar that is spoken of, that I am the sword of, is the name that the people of your land call the God that I worshipped in my own. She, in my land, is the sun, is what my people worship her as. And this Zunbar, everything that I have heard of her is identical to Amaterasu. So, to me, the name has only been the only thing that has changed. It is still the same deity that that I worship.
But now you have it in your actual sword. The spirit of which anyway.
Yes. Where my ancestors have been driven out, my faith in my
Your strength and your resolve have been strengthened as a result of what has happened.
Since I could not listen to them anymore, I have been able to tune myself more to my God.
And you feel this was a good thing that happened.
Where I missed the communion that I would have with my ancestors, I know that when I pass, my soul will be with theirs. And at that point, I will be able to commune with them at all times. But now I have the guidance of my God to trust. I know.
Gert, this may or may not be the right time to tell Tom Rue that my actions against his weapon were with a purpose.
I understand there was that it
There
was
was a
not
higher being
intentional.
that there was there was a higher being that let's just say things are where they're supposed to be now as the direct result of my act.
I believe he's telling you it was intentional.
I just follow the instructions given to me by those I see to be more powerful than me. And they all reside in heavens.
If that is,
Y'all putting your cans in the wrong spot.
So interesting, I see. Interesting, I see. Well, all my throws are short. That's what it is.
Okay, we'll go back forward.
Let's go back for it.
Tom Rue pauses in silence and then,
No ill will was ever meant. My apologies are sincere. But things happen for a reason.
I think for now that any continued sparring probably should be delayed until at least the castle is.
You've seen how well I handle a short sword?
Yeah.
So why don't you think I would have done the work I asked you to do myself?
Before this denigrates into something that...
Tom Rue turns and leaves.
As he leaves, I say, well, Gert, sometime in the future, in the near future, I have a feeling, he will see more clearly how much of a pawn I am to those that like to play with me. Try not to make that sound bad. I'm just a pawn, put on this, I'm just a little, put on the scale to, I'm just moved around by whoever thinks, oh, well, we're going to take him this time, and we'll do this with him, blah, blah, blah.
You borrow the Durant?
Everyone's forever alone! I'm part of the
My battle
No kidding.
You think I am thankful of it? Later that night, Tom Rue says to Gert, you need to watch yourself around during it. All the major weapons of the gods seem to fall. Slag, the pirate captain, you.
No, I don't think I have much of a to worry about with him. Of course, I thought about that before Guinu showed up at my place. But then they seem to follow me anyway, so. And I've been around Durant for a long time.
I just will not go anywhere near a temple. Tom Rue continues to practice the rest of the night.
Well, it's dark very, very soon, so after you guys have your little discussion.
And what about? Unless a messenger comes again. A messenger? Yeah. I go to sleep with a messenger.
Alright,
But the phone don't ring until you're on the job.
let's plant 180.
Gotta earn my half experience point here.
Yeah, if you lost that for not killing Durant when you had a chance.
I should have took this little head on.
That's what happens today. Anybody?
Oh, no. After you up to that?
Any guys show up that I need to raise this back down?
No, just a bad one.
What did you do?
Are patrols going in and out of the castle or the town, like towards the Crystal Citadel, the tower? Just like routine patrols? Because if all the evil is
Yeah,
culminating
but you've already been
around,
told that, why, are you gonna go up there and look?
Tomru will
What are you attempting, how are you getting this information, how should I answer that?
Tomru will go like to the main gate of the town and ask the guards there, have we had any word from patrols or
There's a north
anything?
gate, a south gate, and an east gate.
This is north gate.
Where's the city, right here?
North gate. Have we had any word from travelers or patrols about any spread of the evil from the tower?
Who you asking?
The guards at the gate. Any bad omens or
No.
injuries?
Last thing that we heard was that, the Grand Onions men repelled an invading seaport of, Sea Devils.
From the south?
He looks at you.
Were they coming up the river?
Apparently.
Tomru will head to the Grand Onion still camped here?
I guess you need to go and find out, huh? All right.
I was asking you as a DM, not you as a sorry.
Well, you haven't really, once you guys got to the city, the Grand Onions guys all went their way and you guys went your way.
I'll head back towards barracks and see if I can see any of the heraldry of the Grand Onion.
You see a barrack with the
The tent of the fat man still where it was where we dined with him.
Oh, that was on the road.
Oh, that was on the road? I thought it was once we got the,
We get done and you can...
there is a barracks, there's actually two whole barracks that are apparently for the Grand Onions.
I shall approach the door to one of the two, see if there are anybody stationed in it.
Well, not this one.
One outside the other one. And I'll go to that one then, because
Okay.
that's probably where he's at, is there's a guard. And
Yeah,
if
say no.
the Grand Onion is available, tell him the blade and Dunbar is here.
He is not here. He hasn't been here all day. He apparently has some business to take care of in the city with some merchants. From what I understand, he's trying to get some to start delivering south.
So I guess the rumors I heard about your men repelling the Sea Devils is accurate?
Yes, very accurate.
Have they, is he trying to reestablish Welsh?
I'm not exactly sure what his plans are for that city after what your Lord told us.
When he returns, can you mention to one of his aides that I was here and wish to commune with him?
Certainly.
Thank you. Governor. back, see if any of the soldiers wanna give black and blue.
Oh, sorry.
2.
There's one guy that he says, well, we were told we weren't supposed to, but if you're ordering me to, then yeah.
Not in order. I just wish to see if anybody wants to train some more. Practice, after all, battle will be upon us in a few days, most likely.
You mean practice like swords attempting to beat each other's brains out, right?
To hone our skills, yeah.
Okay, I got you. So where and when do you want to do this?
Anytime you're not on duty, next to America. I have an appointment with Americo at my usual time during the day, either before or after that.
I don't know when that is.
It's
So this is a little off now. Then how about high summer?
That's fine with me.
All right.
I'm done with America, I shall return here.
Okay.
If it would get you in any trouble, then I will not force it upon you. This is not an order or a command. And
Hey, when you say it's okay, that's all I need.
that's up to you to find something.
All right.
Kirk will go out into the city, find an artist that's
Okay.
there to take the image from the holy symbol and either recreate it on wood or metal of some kind. Hopefully metal.
Alrighty, well, let's see here. You find the guy that says that he can do it. He needs you to be very specific on what you want.
I wish to take this symbol, and I point to the symbol within my holy symbol, and I wish to make a brooch or a